Baz Dreisinger, in your book, you write that America is the world's largest jailer.
Yes, we are, and it's a title that we should wear shamefully. We have 5% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's prison population. 2.3 million people incarcerated. We're spending over $50 billion a year on corrections. And when it comes to the racial disparities of our system, there are more African Americans under correctional supervision today than there were slaves at the height of slavery in 1850.
How did we get there?
Well, it's all really goes back to the war on drugs in many respects, which began in the late 70s and created a whole series of disparities in sentencing. It also goes back to tough on crime sentencing laws that made it easier for people to go to jail, easier for them to stay there, and easier for them to stay there for very extended periods of time.
Now, you're a native New Yorker, and there was a period in the 70s where New York was pretty rife with crime. People were scared. Was there a different solution?
Well, for one, fear is a terrible, fear is not the thing to be ruled by when we make decisions as far as government and as far as these kinds of things go, because fear makes you act rashly. And what happened was that this fear was played upon, and prison was presented, and mass incarceration was presented as the only possible alternative, the only way to deal with crime. And we know that there is no correlation between the drop in crime rates and the rise in mass incarceration. Study after study has shown this, and so we know that there are other routes. It did not have to be this route towards mass incarceration.
We're in California, the home of 3 strikes and you're out. Has that been effective in any way?
Hardly. California has 3 strikes and you're out. We had the Rockefeller drug laws in New York. There are a whole host of other tough sentencing laws that have landed, again, millions of people in jails and prisons and under correctional supervision, draining our resources and draining us of the value of these human beings who could be contributing to society in all kinds of ways.